Dalhin ang kapalaran, iisang bayan lang sa puso mo'y laman. Pinagmulan at babalikan, konting tiis na. Juan, saan ka man, dalhin ang kapalaran, iisang bayan lang sa puso mo'y laman. Pinagmulan at babalikan, konting tiis na lang. At hanggang sa araw na yan ay asal, kami nandito lang, sabay na pakinggan ang mga kwento nyo. Isigaw natin sa mundo, bagong bayani namin kayo. Hinialay sa mundo, sinasaludo namin kayo. Pilipino, itaas ang noo, ipagmalaki mo ang galing nyo, isigaw sa mundo.
Magandang gabi po mula sa Pilipinas, magandang hapon sa UK, at kung nasang bahagi man po kayo ng mundo, magandang araw po sa inyo. Kayo po ay nakatutok sa Konek Special Edition. Ngayong hapon po, special na naman ang aming episode. As the title says, ako po si Rose Eclarinal. Meron po kaming special na panauhin. Kasama ko po ang buong puwersa ng Konek. Jean, Crystal, and Kiara, magandang hapon sa inyo.
Yes, magandang hapon, magandang gabi at magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Jean Alcantara po from London naman.
Hello everyone, I'm Crystal Dias. Good afternoon. It's a lovely Sunday afternoon. I hope everyone is staying well and safe. And stay tuned po mga kababayan for another hour here in Connect.
Good afternoon, UK and Europe, and good evening, Philippines. Ako po si Kiara, Gregorio, and maraming salamat po for tuning in with us here on Connect.
So our very special guest this afternoon is the newly elected mayor of Hertsmere, ang kauna-unahang Pinay po na naluklok bilang mayor sa United Kingdom. Panoorin po natin ito.
Kilala sa United Kingdom at sa iba-ibang panig ng Europa si Councilor Cynthia Barker dahil gumuhit siya ng pangalan bilang unang Pinay sa UK na naluklok sa politika.
Hindi ka ako pumupunta ako.
Pero ang di alam ng marami, ang kwento niya ay tulad ng maraming pamilya ng overseas Filipino.
Bata pa kami. Nandito siya sa abroad, nandito kami sa Philippines. So, I haven't actually opened it. It's the first time I'm opening it.
Letters from since you were a kid. Mga kwentong nakabaon sa mga sulat at litratong ito.
Oo, high school graduation. Tapos ito.
Para kay Councilor Cynthia, nakaugat ang tagumpay niya sa sakripisyo ng kanyang inang si Nelly.
Oh my gosh, these are precious. Vision is special happiness. Hi, musta ka na?
Teacher sa Pilipinas si Nelly Bartolome Alcantara at may 5 anak na may edad mula 11 at 3 taon ang bunso. Pero nang tumulak sa UK, idineklara niyang single siya at walang anak para makapag-abroad. Dahil sa pagkakahiwalay sa ina, hindi raw kaya ni Cynthia na gawin ito sa kanyang nag-iisang anak at mga apo. At di rin alam ng marami, bago naging servant leader si Councilor Cynthia, ay dumaan rin siya sa pagiging immature at spoiled brat. Sa kabila nito, wala raw hiniling ang ina niya kung hindi magtapos ng pag-aaral sa Pilipinas. Sa pagbisita niya sa UK noon, maraming nadiskubre si Councilor Cynthia. Ang 5 batang iniwan sa kalinga ng mga kamag-anak, umukit rin ng sariling tagumpay sa iba-ibang larangan. Graduate ng high school sa Laguna College, San Pablo City at Adamson University noong 1984 with a degree in Bachelor of Science, major in Industrial Engineering. First job ni Councilor Barker sa London ang pagiging PA ng isang kumpanya. Pumasok sa sales hanggang maging immigration advisor matapos mag-aral ng immigration law sa University of Hertfordshire at City University. Matapos ang matagumpay na re-election sa Hertsmere, noong nakaraang Mayo, tinalagang Deputy Mayor si Councilor Cynthia sa Hertsmere. Tatagal ito ng 1 taon. Di na napigil ang pag-ani ng pagkilala ng British Pinay politician. Isa siya sa 100 most influential Filipino women ng Filipino Women's Network. Ginawaran ng British Community Honors Awards at marami pang iba. Walang duda na ang humubog sa matagumpay na karera sa politika ng unang Pinay councilor sa UK ay ang kanyang ina, na dating OFW.
Thank you po.
Ako po si Kiara Gregorio para sa Juan, Konek.
So Kiara, nung na-interview natin si Cynthia, si Councilor Cynthia, she was Deputy Mayor. Now she is joining us as Mayor of Hertsmere. Welcome to our show, Cynthia Barker. Magandang hapon po. Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. There is Cynthia. Yes.
Magandang po sa inyo lahat. Cynthia Barker po sa UK. At maraming salamat din sa Juan Konek for inviting me on a Sunday afternoon. So, yes, I'm here for you and you're here for me. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. So, Cynthia, yung pag-interview namin sa inyo when we went to your place in your borough, that was quite an experience. That was last year. Ibang-iba pa po yung panahon noon. You were deputy mayor, tapos ngayon ho, kayo ay mayor na ng Hertsmere. At nandito tayo sa pandemic at nagkaroon ng election. First of all, we would like to congratulate you for raising the flag of the Philippines because you're British Pinay.
Napakalaking honor yon para sa ating community. At saka, napakaganda rin kasi sa council namin. Talagang very diverse ang aming ang structure sa council. And it's good, for them to recognize na may Pilipino tayo merong mga Pilipino sa community namin. And it's nice to be the first one na elect.
Okay, so who would like to fire the first question to our newly elected mayor?
I'll ask the first question. So
Okay.
So it's me, Crystal. Hello, Ms. Barker. Right. How you came to the UK? Your first work.
Oh gosh, how do you answer a lawyer? Okay, actually, my story is my mom's story. Nauna dito talaga yung mother ko. So, although ako yung na-elect ngayon, ako yung nagbe-benefit ng lahat ng credits. But actually, all the credits would go to my mom. Siya yung naunang nagpunta rito in the 70s, siya yung nag-sacrifice. So, 5 yung anak ng mother ko, o ng parents ko. And then, of course, for economic reasons, kailangan may mag-sacrifice at siya yung nagpunta sa UK at nagtrabaho, 3 trabaho in one day para ma-support ang family. And then, of course, isa na kaming nag-join sa kanya sa UK. Pero nakakadalaw naman ako noon sa kanya, visit lang. Pero nung nag-settle na ako in the end.
That's good. Right, next question.
Yes. Kiara, you were the one who interviewed Cynthia, but you're running out of questions. Yes.
So tell us more about your mother, her OFW story.
Okay, paiiyakan na naman ako ni Kiara. my mother, actually, andito siya eh.
Okay. She has a photo. There you go.
Permanently. So she's our hero kasi, ano nga ulit, Kiara, wala ako. So, my mother came in the 70s, tapos, actually, she's a teacher, public school teacher sa Philippines. Tapos pagdating dito, she was a nanny and housekeeper. Lahat na tinrabaho niya sa hospital. But she was so full of life. And then, lahat pinapadala sa Philippines para sa amin. Basta mag-aaral lang daw kami. Our life was simple. At sumusunod lang kami. And then, of course, this time, nung ready na kami, nag-join na kami sa kanya. Pero yung story niya talagang nahirap, like all the other OFWs, mapahiwalay sa mga bata, sa pamilya, punta ka sa place na hindi mo naman tulisado, and then all you have to do is work. Natatandaan ko ang sinabi niya sa akin noon na every night, umiiyak siya talaga sa bed kasi naalala niya mga bata, lahat ng mga anak. So, yun lagi ang naaalala ko sa mother.
So, Cynthia, you mentioned to us before na hindi ka agad nasabi ng mother mo sa iyo or sa pamilya ninyo yung trabaho niya sa UK?
No, she didn't. Actually, I was too young. I was elementary pa. Sabi ko, anong trabaho niyo dyan? Sabi niya, I'm a physiotherapist. I didn't know what a physiotherapist was. Sabi ko, ano yun? Sabi niya, ako yung nagtatago ng medical records ng mga pasyente. Okay. So I was telling that to all my friends. And I think trabaho niya. But then, when I came to the UK, I realized she was actually in catering. So she was serving the patients ng mga pagkain nila. And then, of course, she had 2 other jobs.
I see. And nalaman mo na lang na yung totoong trabaho niya when you came to the UK. Before we ask you, gusto ko munang isingit ang tanong kay Kiara because she's the youngest in our team. And she was sort of assigned to do a story about you. So Kiara, dun sa process when you were doing a story with Cynthia, ano yung mga natutunan mo?
I learned that yung story ko ni Mayor Cynthia is very much like the OFW story of my parents. Parang, it's a common theme na, pag OFW, nandyan yung struggle, nandyan yung hirap, but in the end, we somehow we all make it through.
Okay. So yung OFW, because ang nakikita natin kay Cynthia now is, yung success niya. Pero bago niya nakamit yung lahat ng ito, she had a beautiful OFW story sa tulong ng kanilang ina na nagdala sa kanila sa United Kingdom. And bago sila nadala sa UK, yung typical OFW story na malayo sa pamilya, nagsakripisyo para suportahan ang kanyang mga anak sa Pilipinas. At some point ay gumawa ng kwento para hindi ganon masyadong malungkot yung mga anak niya sa so sa dami ng trabaho na kailangan niyang gawin sa UK. So, yeah. So yung revelation na yon nung ginagawa natin yung story ni Cynthia was, I was touched by it because yan talaga yung storya ng mga OFW. Naririnig natin yan sa mga kababayan natin sa Middle East, pero hindi natin inaakala na maririnig din natin yan sa United Kingdom. And then, yung storya na ito, makakapag-produce ng isang mayor ngayong panahon. Hindi po ba? Parang nakaka-proud talaga. And I'm sure a lot of those na nagpa-follow kay Cynthia, hindi rin alam yung siguro yung aspeto na yan ng kanyang kwento. So, dako naman ulit tayo, balik tayo sa politika. Cynthia, paano kayo napunta sa politics?
Actually, Rose, natural progression yung pag-involve ko sa politics kasi involved na ako sa local community ko. I live here. I've lived here for about 30 years. So, involved ako dito. I do volunteering, involved ako sa Rotary Club, sa museum, trustee ako sa museum. Marami akong involvement dito, pati sa school, governor ako. So, involved, yung mga ginagawa ko as a volunteer, actually is the same things that the politicians do. They serve the community. So, nagbabangga-banggaan kami doing the same thing. But actually, in 2015, that's when they asked me na-invite ako to join the political party at saka mag-stand sa election. And then that's when I realized we all actually have the same objective to serve our community. And dyan na-involved na ako. So, kung ano yung mga ginagawa ko nun, yun na rin yun. Halos wala nang bago, of course, other than the actual term politics.
Cynthia, can you please describe to us, paano ka ba makapasok? Kasi ang partido mo is the Conservative Party. Mahirap ang sinasabi ang mga na-interview ko, ang sinasabi nila sa akin is parang pag pumasok ka sa Conservative Party, para kang dadaan sa butas ng karayom. Can you please tell us about your experience?
Actually, no, because the face of all politics is changing. We're now embracing, the whole world is changing. So embracing different things, different issues. The whole thing is evolving all the time. Some parties will evolve slower than others. But what's important is kailangan ma-involve tayo para we can help in changing politics and adapting it to the current politics and map of the world. Ngayon, dun sa hindi mahirap, actually, I invite everyone to join. Kaya nga na-launch ko yung Conservative Friends of the Philippines to encourage everyone to get involved with politics. Kung hindi pa wala pa silang confidence or kakilala, if they join, so 25 pounds a year to join the party, then they can start learning how things work and get involved. You have to be British, obviously, and over 18. But other than that, yun lang yung main criteria. So walang dadaan ng mahirap na butas ng karayom. And I promise I'm here, I can help. And then, of course, because this is new to everyone, ang advice ko lang is when you join a political party, kung ano man yung, tingnan nyo yung mga manifesto nila, tingnan nyo kung if you relate their vision, to their policies, and then you join. Anyway, if you're not happy, you can not join and join another one. That's fine. People change their views as they mature or as their roles evolve. Ako naman kasi, I relate with their with everything they do. That's why I've always been a member ng Conservative Party, yung party ng aspiration. So dito, we can do what we want to do and reach our aspirations, but you have to work for it. Yeah. So, yung iba, maraming political parties, you can also run as independent. But it doesn't matter sa umpisa. Ang kailangan lang, ma-involve muna, whatever your political views are. And then you learn from there, integrate sa political party. Try not to change everything in the party. Just learn for the first year, help out with campaigns, tapos makikilala niyo na yung association. Pag may mga fundraising, mag-involve. And then, that's how you learn it.
Okay. Jean, do you have a question for Cynthia?
Well, actually, I don't feel I should ask her a question because, disclosure lang, full disclosure, younger sister ko si Cynthia. And of course, we grew up together. I know her inside and out, and alam ko yung istorya niya. But I just want to say, how proud I am sa ginagawa niya. At siyempre, proud na na-achieve niya yung ganitong level sa politics. No? I myself have been trying to, go for elective posts. Nag-try na rin ako ng maging councilor. In fact, that was for the Labour Party. I tried to go for UK Parliament 2 times. And then I even tried for the European Parliament. So, nung manalo si Cynthia, 2 position nga agad, sabi ko, baka siya yung may faith to play a role in British politics. So siguro, iwan ko na lang siya doon dahil supporter na lang niya ako sa ngayon. So congratulations to this.
Thank you, Kuya. Rose, can I add something to that?
Go ahead.
My journey, I'm enjoying all the credit and all the successes. But actually, if you look at it, ang mga naghihirap at nagsakripisyo, yung mother ko. And then next, of course, Jean. Jean is one of my political mentors because I learned about campaigning from him and I was helping him in the past. And of course, my other friend who's also a political mentor is Charles Kelly. So I had, these forces behind me na mga nag-sacrifice para matulungan ako to where I am now. Thank you.
Wow. So behind a successful woman are great men.
Yes.
It must be very nostalgic for Jean as well, hearing the story of how it all started with your mom. She sacrificed her life for her 5 children, and then you guys being in the UK, you have got a successful career yourself owing to your mother. So yeah, well done to you guys. So congratulations, I'd say.
My question is because Jean started with Labour. He also tried to run for as MP in the EU Parliament. Si Cynthia is with a Conservative at alam ko yung asawa ni Jean, na kaibigan natin si Pai, ay iba rin yung kanyang political belief at saka yung party affiliation niya. So sa pamilya ninyo na napaka-political, hindi ba kayo nagka-clash over dinner na dapat sana Pasko, bagong taon ay magsaya pero ang pinag-uusapan ninyo ay politika?
We don't talk politics over dinner.
Okay.
I support both of them. So when Cynthia calls for campaigns and things like that, so siyempre nandun ako. And then when my wife does things, si Carmen Legarda, of course I have to be there. So na-expose ako sa iba't ibang mga ginagawa ng mga parties. But okay lang. I mean, they're part of my family and I love them and I have to do what's important to support them, di ba? Kasi yun namang success nila, kung sakali, success ng family at success ng community natin dito sa UK at sa Europe, in fact.
That's true. Okay. So at least we know now na hindi po sila nag-aaway-away kapag may okasyon or over dinner. They don't discuss politics. Talagang purely family affairs. Family affair yan. Siguro yung mga personal na problema nila at kasiyahan na sineselebrate nila during banquets, yung mga dinner ni Eugene. Walang politika. So, yan ang sikreto ng masayang pagsasama ng pamilya. Huwag pag-usapan ng politika.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Kiara, you have more questions for Councilor Cynthia?
Mayor, come on.
I think this one goes out to the younger people as well. A lot of younger people are becoming more aware of what's going on around them and are becoming more empowered to make a change. And some are even considering to step into politics. Mayor Cynthia, what would be your empowering message or advice that you could give to the younger generation of Pinoy politicians?
The younger generation, that's our future, that's our hope. And final message to them is, look, there's no better time to join politics but now, when the whole world is embracing everybody, every race, every faith, every, whatever your background is, they embraced all of that. So please mag-join kayo ang ating future, yung voice nyo, at saka ang mga kabataan talaga. Yeah, as Kiara said, they're so well aware. Sila talaga ang magagaling na iharap sa politics. At I hope, Kiara, you'll be one of them. We need their voice, we need their energy, we need their aspirations. I look around and I'm like, gosh, this is the time to develop them. You shouldn't be scared of politics. You should be there to be involved, because our whole life is affected by politics. If we don't use our voices, then, what are we, just followers? Yeah?
Salamat po.
Cynthia, if somebody from another political party, like for example Labor, would come to
Yeah.
you for advice, would you entertain that as well?
Of
Na
course.
Pinoy ha, British Filipino ha?
Oo, meron. Kasi normally they ask for advice on this. So what you don't want to do is discourage them from their belief. Whatever political party they support, let them stay there and join. And then you advise them on, like at the moment, I'm mentoring somebody. Sine-check ko lang yung mga profile niya, yung leaflet niya. Pero when it comes to what he has to say, I cannot, say what he has to say. Meron naman yung iba hindi pa alam. So I will just say, especially if you want to run for public office, it's better na mag-join ka ng political party, kasi kailangan mo yung political machinery behind you. Kung independent ka kaagad and you don't have the experience, you don't have the money to run it, it's going to be very difficult. So it's better to join and learn from them, kasi i-mentor ka rin nila. At the moment, all we want is everybody gets involved. It doesn't matter kung ano yung political belief nila at political party nila. Just get them all mobilized. Lalo na ang Filipino community, talagang political naman tayo eh. So let's get them and get their voices heard. Get them elected.
We are also seeing some clips. I think that was the election, Cynthia. Can you please give us a little bit of an insight into the election? Kasi lockdown ngayon, so paano po nangyari yung election na sa city council, ano? Was it online? And also, ilan po ang councilors na bumoto?
Actually, because of the lockdown na extend na yung term ng aming mayor, maging 13 months na, and we expected na for the whole year, siya ng year, and I'll be extended also as deputy for another year. But then the government naman nag-announce na kailangan back to business lahat ng councils, because we have to continue providing all the services. So to do that, you have to elect. It's like an AGM. You have to elect a new chairman, a new mayor. And that's why within a few weeks, we had to do it and elect. We have 39 councillors sa chamber. And I'm quite lucky that nobody contested it and everyone voted for me. Normally kasi, each political party will nominate each candidate. Sa council namin, we have Conservative, Labor, and Liberal, Lib Dem. So they normally propose their own candidate. But when it came to my time, I was lucky na hindi nag-contest and they just all voted for me, so I had a unanimous vote. So yeah, it's all luck and nice. Good news.
So, okay, nakasulat sa tadhana niyo talaga na maging mayor. Kauna-unahang Pinay mayor sa United Kingdom. Ang unang Pinoy mayor naman, ang kababayan po natin na si Danny Favor ng Peace instead. So we're also equally proud of you, Mayor Danny Favor, for also raising the Philippine flag. So, meron pa po tayong tanong? Yes.
Well, actually, I think we need to also acknowledge that in Europe, UK nangunguna tayo, no? But in Europe, there are other Filipinos who are now starting to make political waves. Kasi sa Italy, nagkaroon na tayo ng ilang councilors, no? At I know in Norway, I think Marcel Ingles ran for office, hindi nga lang sa pinalad. Ang kaibahan kasi sa Italy, merong order ang European Union na kailangan involve ang local community sa local politics. Kaya sinwerte dyan yung mga kaibigan natin, sina Pia Gonzalez Abucay at sina Romulo. At least nakikita natin na nag-i-start na ang community hindi lamang sa UK but kundi sa Europa. So sana magtagumpay tayo sa ibang bansa rin.
That's great. That's great news, Jean. So on that note, we will move on to our next segment para naman po magkaroon ng pagkakataon or chance ang mga kababayan natin na naka-tune in at makapagtanong sila sa ating mayor na si Cynthia. So stay tuned po at ihanda po ninyo yung mga tanong ninyo para kay Mayor Cynthia Barker.
Yeah.
So, nakatutok pa rin po tayo sa 1U Konek at kasama po natin ang buong puwersa ng 1U Konek, Crystal, Jean, Kiara, and our special guest today, Mayor Cynthia Barker. And it's now time for us to give an opportunity sa ating po mga viewers online para sa tanong nyo kay Mayor Cynthia Barker. Unahin na po natin ang mga pagbati rin. Dory Reyes Polo, Jean Alcantara and Cynthia Barker, mabuhay kayong magkapatid. Congratulations sa mother ninyo. Swerte. Ayan. Salamat po, Miss Dory, sa comment ninyo. O ayan, as I said to you, dahil sa Pilipinas ako, parating nanonood yung mami ko, maganda daw po si Mayor Cynthia Barker. Beautiful mayor.
Si Dory talaga. Maraming salamat.
So that's from my mom. Sabi niya, beautiful mayor Cynthia Barker. Congratulations Mayor Cynthia Barker. Adelina Dueñas, ang ating si Tita Adele. Tita Adele. At nag-start din ako ng group watch dito. So may mga comment na tayo. Kiara, would you like to see kung sino yung pwede nating unahing na tanong?
Saan po?
I have a question sa watch party that I organized. So I have 16 viewers there. Ang unang tanong ay nanggaling kay Marie Fairbank. Ang tanong niya ay, paano daw po, can you please give us an example on how you infuse your Filipino values in your daily political chores? So, paano ninyo nagagamit yung pagka-Pinoy ninyo bilang politician and now as a mayor? So, that's from our friend na nanonood ngayon from Marie Fairbank na nasa watch party na ito. May 18 viewers ako sa watch party.
Wow. Naku, thank you, Marie, for your question. Actually, napaka-importante, and I didn't realize that until later in my mature life, napaka-importante na yung values natin sa Philippines ay dala natin because that's where your resilience will come from. Yung ating mga bayanihan spirit, yung ating pag-volunteer, yung ating kindness, yung being good listeners, being compassionate, at saka yung magagalang sa mga matatanda, o kahit hindi matatanda, magalang sa ibang tao. Yan yung mga tinuro sa atin. Kaya yung mga turo sa atin ng bata pa tayo hanggang ngayon, yan ang dala-dala natin. Kapag dating natin dito, actually, walang problema, kaya lahat. Kasi na-train na tayo niyan eh. Tsaka yung mga pinagdaanan natin paghihirap, wala nang makakapantay doon. Mas mahirap yung pinagdaanan natin. Itong ngayon, lang yan, kaya pa yan.
I see. Okay, so na-mention mo kasi, Mayor, yung resiliency ng Pinoy. I think yung talaga yung sasaludo ka sa mga Pinoy, kababayan natin, na talaga naman kahit daanan ang ilang bagyo, survivor tayo kahit saan tayo makarating.
I'd just like to follow up what Cynthia has said, as a follow-up question. With all the values you have mentioned there, that helped you become, do you think, a better public servant, become a better mayor?
Absolutely, Crystal, because eh, yung grounding talaga ng kabataan natin yun ang dala-dala mo eh. So pagdating mo dito, ah, makikinig ka sa mga elders, sa mga kapwa mo politicians, and yun eh, cultural ano yun, dala-dala ko yun. At saka yung pagiging magalang sa bawat kasama mo, dala na natin yun. Tinuro na sa ating noong bata pa tayo.
Actually, that's very interesting, no? Yan yung, kasi normally they call us as the financial source sa Pilipinas, no? We give them or we send them financial remittances. Pero actually, on the other hand, tayong mga Pinoy, may dala naman tayong mga characteristics, nga sabi nga ni Mayor, no? Yung qualities natin, cultural, siguro traditions, ganyan. Ito yung tinatawag na social remittances na dinadala naman natin dito sa ibang bansa at napapakinabangan naman nila.
That's so nice, Jean. Social remittance.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
It's a recognized phenomenon now.
Yes. Okay. And so, Kiara, have you found some questions for Mayor Cynthia?
Yes po. There's a question from Alvin Ross Carpio. He said, "Good afternoon, everyone. Dear Mayor Barker, since the coronavirus pandemic started, racism towards East and Southeast Asians, including Filipinos, has increased threefold. How can elected officials from ethnic minority backgrounds help address racism in this country?"
Thank you, Alvin, for the question. Actually, I want to invite you. So 15th of July will be my first council meeting as mayor. And there will be a motion on that will be proposed cross-party about that issue and all the Black Lives Matter issues and so on. Kasi lahat naman tayo affected, so all lives matter. So that's what the first thing we have to do. Involved din kasi ako sa Operation Black Book. So that's the first thing we're doing as a community, and as a council, and as local elected officials, is do something immediate, get our policies done. And so this motion will be debated on Wednesday. It will be proposed and debated on Wednesday. So hopefully it's a step forward.
Okay.
Pwedeng bumati isang napansin ko lang dito, may tatlong messages si Catalina de Mesa. Actually, first cousin namin siya. So Cynthia, baka gusto mong sumagot diyan. Sabi niya ano ba sabi niya? Well, basically it's congratulations, proud of you. Yeah.
Thank you, Catalina. Love you, loads.
Okay. So Alvin Carpio is active in the End the Virus of Racism campaign. So thank you, Alvin, for your question. I hope that Mayor Barker was able to reply to your question. Kung may mga tanong pa kayo, please don't hesitate to post it onto our chat group dito po sa live ng Facebook chat group, and we will try to answer those questions, or not us, but we'll forward it to Mayor Cynthia Barker. Ang tanong, yes.
So I have a question actually. It's quite good. I mean, for Mayor, what does it mean to you as the first Filipina mayor and for the Filipino community?
Well, thanks, Crystal. Actually, it means a lot kasi it shows and it proves na tayong mga Pilipino, at Pilipinas especially, ay tanggap na dito sa UK to run for public office. Because if you look back even up to 10, 20 years ago, wala pa tayo sa political map. But the fact na select at na-nominate at na-elect, it's a big honor for me, for my family, and for our community. And of course, for the community of Hertsmere also. In fact, nung nilabas nila yung press release, they asked me kung okay lang ilagay yung Philippines-born. Sabi ko, of course, kasi yan yung heritage ko. I need to make sure nakapublish yun. Of course, first so we want awareness sa ating community. So hopefully that will inspire our community.
That's very good. Mayor Barker is actually a member of the Filipino Women Association. Sorry, I'm actually plugging them. It's a charity, and obviously we're very proud of you with your achievements and everything. Because obviously this is you're promoting a very good image, a balanced and a positive image of Filipino women in the UK. So yes, that's very good indeed. Thank you.
Yung tanong ni Marcel Ingles, she posted it a while ago before we started. Ang tinatanong niya yung challenges of being an ethnic minority councillor and now mayor, if you have experienced any, Mayor Barker.
Actually, I came into politics at the right time kasi accepted na to reintegrate, and so I'm lucky na hindi, I think if it is 20 years ago, it would be difficult. But actually, all political parties now are reaching out to the diverse communities and getting them to engage in politics. And this is also, kaya ako na-found yung Conservative Friends, because I also want to reach out to the Filipino community, get them involved in politics. So, ang experience ko is very different kasi kumbaga matured na lahat ng political parties. At saka ang community dito, ini-embrace na yung ethnic minority groups. Maybe not in everywhere yet, but where I am, I'm quite lucky na involved na ako dito. For the last 20 years, I've been involved here. So, maswerte ako kasi hindi na ako masyadong hirapan.
Okay. Good to know. So, may mga tanong pa ba kay Mayor Barker? Mayroon pa po ba kayo? Oh, this one is, I think we will answer that later after the segment with Mayor Barker. So we'll also, we'd like to let you know later on the Immigration 101, ibabahagi naman sa inyo ni Crystal and ni Jean yung yung mga panuntunan on how to join politics, paano kayo tumakbo sa politika sa UK bilang dual citizen, at saka sa Pilipinas naman kung babalik kayo ng Pilipinas. Mayor Cynthia, are you a dual citizen? Allowed po ba yan sa inyo?
You're allowed, pero hindi po ako na-equal.
Okay, so you're British.
Opo.
British citizen pa lang. Okay, so anytime naman you can be Filipino again.
Welcome now, yeah.
Okay, so Kiara, Crystal, do you see anything else na tanong kay Mayor Cynthia? Tony Deza, congratulations again, Mayor Cynthia Barker, watching from Ghana. Aba, ang layo po nito, ha? Ghana.
Yes.
Napapanood tayo sa Ghana. Ayan si Tony Deza.
Oh, wow.
Salamat po for watching and for your message. And
we have one from Shani Reyes Stewart. So proud of you, Councillor Barker. Mayor Barker now. You have to, it's hard to, you have to remember that she's now mayor, not a councillor anymore, right?
I'm still councillor. I have two hats, yeah. I'm elected councillor up to 2023. But this year I'm mayor, so I have two roles to play. But the mayor's role is a non-political role. So I'll be representing as first citizen of the borough, I'll be representing Hertsmere. And then of course, I still have my duties as councillor. So yeah, doubling trabaho, but it's okay. They're both enjoyable.
Oh, I see.
So, pagkatapos po nung term ninyo, babalik kayo bilang councillor. Ang mawawala lang po is the title of mayor, correct?
I'm still councillor because I'm still elected hanggang 2023. Pero this year, mayor ako. Pero councillor pa rin ako.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oo, hindi pwede ako mag-resign as councilor because otherwise there'll be a by-election. So, continues yung aking councilor duties. Pero, ang mayor is another role. Now, the mayor kasi naman, ang maganda sa mayor naman is, it's really a big honor kasi you're representing the borough as first citizen. And then, representing Queen, unless of course dumating ang Lord Lieutenant, then he takes president. So, usually mga community involvements, charities, yan sinusupport ko as mayor.
Okay.
So, after this,
So,
meron ng engagement in an hour.
yeah, kasi talagang iba yung political system ng UK, ano. Kaya mamaya sa ating segment 3, mas malalaman pa po natin yung pagkakaiba ng political system sa UK at sa Pilipinas, yung nakasanayan ng mga katulad ko na lumaki sa Pilipinas. So we will have an opportunity to discuss that later with Jean and Crystal. Pero katulad nga po ng nasabi ni Councilor Barker, siya ay councilor pa rin and at the same time ay mayor.
Thank you.
So on that note, shall we proceed to our next discussion? At pasalamatan na natin si Mayor Cynthia Barker. Kung wala na pong mga tanong para sa ating butihing mayor.
At ako naman ay magpapasalamat ulit sa Juan, Konek, and Rose, Crystal, Eugene, and Kiara sa lahat ng support niyo ever since. Actually, Rose has always supported me back in 2015. And then, sa lahat ng mga press releases niyo. And then, of course, sa mga viewers, Tony Desa is my high school batchmate. We've been friends for a long time since high school. So, yung mga high school friends kong nag-log in, community friends. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Cynthia, also for giving us an opportunity to get to know you para masundan namin yung journey mo as a councilor, as a deputy mayor, and now mayor. So, katulad ng sinasabi namin in our editorial meeting, we always want to do stories about Filipinas dahil syempre tayo ay Pinay and proud tayo na ang kababayan po natin ay nagkaroon ng matagumpay na karera sa politika, lalong-lalo na at ang kwento ng kanyang pamilya ay kwento po ng OFW. So Kiara, thank you also for doing the story of Councilor and Deputy Mayor Cynthia Barker last year. We enjoyed it so much. Ibang-iba pa yung panahon noon. Wala pa po yung pandemic. It was sunny, hot summertime in the UK. Walang social distancing. Kaya lahat ng coverage namin sa Elstree and Borhamwood and Hertsmere, talagang nag-enjoy kami. We got to know yung constituency ni Mayor Cynthia Barker. So, maraming salamat po for joining us in this segment. Kung mayroon pa po kayong mga tanong, please message us because we will say bye to Mayor Barker at para naman po sagutin natin ang mga tanong na naiwan po natin last week regarding yung pag-uwi po sa Pilipinas dahil nag-overtime tayo last week at pati po yung mga regulasyon sa pag-quarantine. So, salamat po, Mayor.
Thank you. Salamat.
So, ano ho ba yung mga tanong ninyo na hindi po namin na-tackle last week? Kasi ang mainit na mainit po ay yung pag-uwi pa rin sa Pilipinas. Dahil po kapos kami sa oras, hindi ko na natalakay yung tungkol doon sa pagka-quarantine. I think I just want to share with everybody kasi ang daming tanong dyan na gusto pa rin umuwi sa Pilipinas. Nagkaroon po ng konting pagbabago sa restriction ng pag-uwi sa Pilipinas. Chad, can we have that memo from Bureau of Immigration and Deportation? Can we show that? Ayan. Can you put full screen? Could put that on full screen? Yes. So, ang sinasabi po dito sa BID memo, pakiangat nga po, Chad, at makita natin yung sa baba nito. Kailangan po nating malaman na ang mainit na diskusyon last week kasi hindi ka pwedeng makauwi ng Pilipinas at tinalakay po ito ni Ambassador Tess Dizon de Vega kung wala po kayong Philippine passport because of the lockdown nga. Pero yung travel restrictions po na ito, meron namang mga exemption. Ito po ang mga exempted, yung accredited foreign government and international organization officials and their dependents, foreign spouses and children of Filipino nationals, and foreign airline crew. So ibig sabihin po, pwede po kayong makapasok ng bansa kung kasama po kayo sa kategoryang yan. Kahit wala po kayong Philippine passport, kung isa kayo dyan sa tatlo, then you may be allowed entry in the Philippines. I-share din po natin sa Konek last a couple of days ago yung kwento ng isang European na na-stranded sa Naiya Airport. Chad, would you like to show that? Ito, Jean, do you know that story? Kasi nakita ko rin to sa timeline mo. So 110 days or 3 months siyang na-stranded sa airport sa Pilipinas.
Ang nakita ko kasing sinasabi dito, yung passport niya sinamsam ng authorities. So sa halip na paliparin agad siya sa nearest flight, enrolled pa siya doon, kaya siya na stuck doon. But hopefully with the publicity, sort out na nila yan.
Tapos na. Actually, can you show, Chad, yung next, yung update? Kasi because of the story na lumabas at labas nga po ng media, ay nakauwi na po siya at nakaalis na siya sa Pilipinas. Inilabas yan sa abs-cbn.com na after 110 days nga ay nakaalis na po siya ng Pilipinas. Ang hindi lang kasi malinaw na aspeto dyan, yung sinabi niya dun sa kwento na lumabas sa Metro, bakit kinuha yung passport niya? Anong dahilan? I'm sure may dahilan ang BID at saka yung airline kung bakit nakuha yung kanyang passport. But we're happy to let you know na nakalis na po siya ng Pilipinas. So, binigay lang natin siya na example kasi nga ganito kahigpit ang pagpasok sa Pilipinas kung wala po kayong Philippine passport. At yung nabanggit ko kanina, yung tatlo na exempted dito, kung kasama kayo doon at kayo ay dependent nga ng Filipino national, pwede po kayo makapasok at yun ng airline crew, and the other one, yung mga international humanitarian organization like International Red Cross, etc. So, yun po yung sagot.
Actually, sorry, merong related story dito kasi, yesterday, nag-guest naman ako sa Balitang Global Kabayani Talks. And one of the subjects there was a British Filipina whose mother passed away from COVID. She's 84 when she died. And her whole family, there are 6 of them, but I understand they're British. And they would like to bring the ashes of their mother, but because of the rules at the moment, siyempre mahirapan sila kung sakali. So I think we need to repeat the advice of Ambassador Tess de Vega na ngayon pa lang asikasuhin agad nila yung dual nationality para hindi sila magka-problema pag-uwi.
Correct. So Jean, may tanong dito si yung pinost mo kanina, Chad, is a question from an Indian married to a Filipina, and she lives in India meantime. However, I need to go to Philippines to visit my daughter in Davao. What are the possibilities to go and visit? I think ang sagot po dyan, because you're a dependent of a Filipino national, then you're allowed to enter the Philippines. So, yes, you, Mr. Ali Ahmed Kalodi, pwede po kayong makapasok. You may enter the Philippines as a dependent of a Filipino national. So, the other question, is there anything related to traveling to the Philippines? Yes, Crystal.
So, I have a question because this was raised. I don't know if you've actually seen the messages we received on Facebook. Someone asked that if you're actually a foreign national, but your parents are Filipino national, can you be classed as children? And then therefore can enter the Philippines? You see the definition of children. You have a children Filipino national. I think that's part of the exception. Can you see?
In what? In the BID memo?
Yeah. Yes.
I think there might be an issue there about the age.
Of
The
the,
definition of
person-
children,
if-
right?
Yeah, if the person is no longer a minor, i.e. above 18 na siya, then baka hindi na siya payagan. So, it's
That's
better
good
to
point.
apply. Better to
Yeah.
apply.
Because I know someone who's stuck in the Middle East and she cannot, contact the Philippine embassy there to get a passport. Now, seeing this, she thought, well, I'm a child of a Filipino national. So, but what's the age limit, right? So we
Yes.
need to find out. But as you said, it could be that if you're less than 18, you'll be classed as a minor.
Mm-mm.
Yeah?
As a
Yeah.
dependent,
As
yes.
a dependent,
So,
yeah.
yeah, so that would be interesting to note. What's the
Yeah.
procedure or regulations regarding former Filipinos traveling to the Philippines? A former Filipina who traveled to the Philippines was told that she needs a present. Yes, Sian, we tackled that in during our last episode. That if you only hold a British passport and you don't have a dual certificate or dual, yes, na pwede nyong ipakita, hindi po kayo papapasukin ng Pilipinas. Unless nga nandoon, nakastipulate doon, you're a dependent of a Filipino national at yun pang dalawa na we mentioned earlier. So, may mga, Kiara, can you look at some of the questions also related to travel? But I'd also, thank you very much. You're welcome, Sian. Also, may mga nagtatanong din sa akin kasi about the quarantine. They messaged me and I said, I will just reply sa Facebook Live ng One You Connect. So, as I said, my experience, again, ito lang yung karanasan ko. I don't know about the others who traveled to the Philippines, but for me, it was very straightforward and fast. I stayed in Belmont Hotel, which was arranged by our friend, si Ali. And thank you, Ali, for arranging it kasi hindi na ako kailangang mag-book pa sa airport. We did it before we arrived. Yung nakikita po niyo sa photo, yung photo at video na nakikita ninyo, ito yung mga larawan na nakuha while we were quarantining. Kasama ko yung anak ko, she's a minor, she's only 7. So pagdating namin sa Pilipinas, paglabas ng immigration, diretso po kami sa hotel. 3 araw kami doon at na-release lang kami pagkatapos ng lumabas ang swab test ko. So, yung mga pagkain, dinadala lang sa pinto ng aming hotel room at hindi kami pwedeng lumabas doon. Pwede rin din po magpa-grab, pwede rin magpadala ng pagkain ang pamilya ninyo sa hotel kung saan man kayo nakastay. But the hotel should be accredited COVID hotel or a quarantine hotel. So, pwede naman pong magpadala kayo ng pagkain, pwede rin po kayo mag-order ng pagkain, pero hindi po kayo pwede makisalamuha sa ibang tao hanggat hindi nyo nahahawakan yung swab test result ninyo na kayo ay negatibo. So, yun po ang paliwanag natin doon sa mga nagtatanong tungkol doon sa quarantine. Mahirap daw ba mag-quarantine?
Rose, dagdag ko lang kasi si OWA Administrator Hans Kakdak yesterday, inassure niya na ang quarantine, kasi until recently, yung mga overseas Filipino workers na dumarating ay naka-quarantine ng 14 days. In fact, sa media nakita natin na i-stuck yung mga tao ng mahigit 1 buwan, no? Pero inassure niya ang mga tao na it's much better now and much quicker. Quarantine should be 4 to 5 days.
Yes.
And so pag OFW, overseas Filipino worker, libre yan, pati yung accommodation nila. So tayo lang ng overseas Filipinos, yung hindi na kontratado sa ibang bansa, ang kailangang magbayad o libre siguro, sabi ni Rose, no? Pero ang alam ko sa hotel, magbabayad tayo.
Tama, Jean. So, I agree with what you said. yung mga unang araw talaga naman na quarantine pa, umabot pa yung mga kababayan natin na up to 1 buwan sa paghihintay dahil hindi pa nga planchado kung ano yung sistema. But now, in my experience, it was much easier. And libre po, wala pong bayad yung swab test. And then, ang kailangan ko lang bayaran yung sa hotel where we stayed dahil hindi naman po ako OFW. Ibig sabihin, hindi ako naninirahan sa ibang bansa as a contract worker, but I'm a dual citizen. So wala akong maipakita sa kanila na kontrata na ako ay OFW or may kontrata sa ibang bansa bilang Filipino worker na nagtatrabaho po sa ibang bansa. Yun ho. So wala pong bayad yung swab test. At yung mga OFW, lalong walang bayad ang swab test nyo. And then secondly, ang inyo pong quarantine facility ay libre at yan po ay ipoprovide o i-arrange ng government as soon as you land sa airport. So yan po yung update natin on quarantine as well as yung procedure nga po ng pagdating ninyo sa Pilipinas. Yun po yung hindi natin natapos last week. So Kiara, meron pa bang tanong? Before we move to...
I think I've covered it because the question that kept popping up, I got a glimpse of it kanina, is the cost of the swab test, which you've covered naman ako.
Yes, wala naman po siyang bayad. May bayad lang nga po kung kayo ay yung fast track test if you want to opt for that. So, safe travel sa mga kababayan po natin na uwi ng Pilipinas at dun sa mga taga-UK, kayo ba ay may planong mangibang bayan para sa summer? Crystal and Jean. And Kiara.
Sorry, what's the question?
I don't know about Crystal, but we're planning to go to Spain. Pagka sure
Yes,
na,
there's no quarantine there now, Jean, right?
well, that's what they say, but it keeps changing. Dahil
Yes.
depende pag may nagkaroon ng local outbreak sa isang bayan,
Yes.
sinasara nila. So
Like
we-
outside Barcelona, they did that, right?
yeah, and so we cannot really book at the moment. So we're still waiting for clearer developments.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to Spain as well. Well, the plan was to go to my mother-in-law's villa in Murcia, but that's in August. But again, trying to figure out whether to go or not because of the quarantine or the lockdown. So it's up in the air at the moment.
Okay. We have one question here from Lore Herrera. I got a Filipino naturalization certificate, but don't have Filipino passport. Can I enter the Philippines? Thanks. Lori, I think this was answered by Ambassador Tess de Vega last week. Kung meron po kayong certificate na maaaring maipakita, please get in touch with the embassy, with your embassy kung nasa UK ba kayo o sa bahagi ng Europa. Get in touch with them para po maabisuhan nila yung Bureau of Immigration and Deportation pagdating niyo sa Pilipinas. At pwede rin po silang gumawa ng special letter or certificate from the embassy stating nga po kung bakit po kayo walang passport. Pero yung pong naturalization certificate niyo, sabi niya, pwede yan basta mag-coordinate kayo sa embassy. How about the PhilHealth payment po? Hindi po malinaw yung tanong, anong ibig sabihin?
That's a
What about
new one.
I can probably answer this, no?
Yes.
So there is a new requirement for any Filipino passport holder, whether you're OFW or dual national, kaya meron kang trabaho o wala, kaya TNT ka o hindi, na pag kayo ay may hawak na Filipino passport, you are required to pay PhilHealth contributions to help with the Philippine health service, if you like. No?
It's
And
mandatory, right?
It's mandatory and it's worth $400 a year bawat tao. And that amount is going up to $1,000 by 2025 per person. So kung isang pamilya kayong marami kayo, siyempre malaking pera 'yon, no? So the answer is at the moment nakasuspend siya dahil marami nagreklamo, but hindi nare-repeal yung PhilHealth na yan. So, you need to be prepared as Filipino citizens na baka po sisingil lang kayo one way or another at some point in the near future.
Pero Jean, linawin natin, I think yung PhilHealth, naniningil sila pag alis ng Pilipinas, hindi po yung pagpasok.
Well, Hindi, basta you're supposed to pay. So I don't know how they're gonna do that for those of us who don't go home anyway. But when you go home and you have outstanding payments, baka hindi ka makalabas.
Oh, I'm sorry, hindi ko na. Okay, I see.
So ulitin ko lang. So kung ikaw ay nasa labas ng bansa, they of course I don't know how they can set up a mechanism to collect. Pero pag ikaw ay Pinoy at umuwi ka sa atin, hindi ka nagbabayad, you need to have some sort of clearance na nagbayad ka. So kung hindi ka nagbabayad, baka hindi ka na makalabas. Hanggat hindi ka
Hindi po ako nagbayad, so baka hindi ako makalabas. Wala po kami.
Dahil
I do think it's
Suspended, yes.
suspended. Yeah, it hasn't started yet.
Suspended po siya ngayon, kaya ako wala sa aking PhilHealth na siningil. But as being said, suspended lang siya dahil may pandemic.
Ay, hindi. Maraming nagreklamo, kaya nasuspend muna siya. Pero hindi
People
siya
are appealing, right?
So
People are appealing against it.
Yeah. So maraming, we're waiting to hear kung ano mangyayari.
Right.
Okay, last na talaga ito ha, bago po tayo magsara sa segment na ito. From our friend, dahil ikaw si Christian Estrada, kailangan namin masagot ang tanong mo. Sandali. Kiara, can you read it for me, please? Kailangan ko ng...
Christian Estrada said, my Pinay friend is asking, she's UK passport holder. Can they go next week to the Philippines without hassle? Will they be allowed entry kahit may ban to accept foreign nationals to enter the Philippines?
We've discussed this already. If they could just check one Connect post that the Bureau of Immigration of the Philippines posted this memorandum number 4. So if you just look in there, if you're actually part of the exemption, I don't know the actual situation of your friend Christian, but just check if in fact she's if she's got Filipino children. So that would be probably an exemption for you. But if you just going in there with no connection at all in the Philippines, then you probably have issues entering the Philippines.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I think the issue there is timing, no? Kasi sabi ni Christian, can they go next week? But if they're former Filipinos, if they had time, they could, if it's an emergency actually, they could ask for maybe a special letter or whatever.
yes, from the embassy.
But they have to do that first. Kung hindi, baka ma-block sila baka mag-stay sila sa airport ng 30 days.
Ng 110,
100, yeah, 3 months.
days, katulad ng Estonian national na na-stranded sa Pilipinas ng 110 days.
It's over
Because
3 months, right?
over 3 months, yes. So,
Yeah.
Christian, sana nasagot namin yung tanong ninyo. Kung wala po nga siyang koneksyon sa Pilipinas, hindi siya dependent ng ng Filipino national at foreign passport lang yung dala niya, ay hindi siya makakapasok ng Pilipinas. Pero check yung BID memo dahil nandun po yung mga pwedeng makapasok ng Pilipinas. And isang kaibigan natin from Caviteños, UK, Ronald C. Pat. Yung one good topic daw worth exploring in one episode of One You Connect is yung PhilHealth. Okay.
Yes.
Noted po. Noted po yan. Ronald, salamat. Okay. So, Kiara, do you have any questions? Si Kiara parati tinatanong ko for tanong.
We're going to move on to the next segment po. Who can run a public office in the UK? How about dual citizenship?
That's very, very interesting. That's a good topic that you chose in there, Rose.
Okay, great. So we'll be back. Panoorin po ninyo ito, ang aming pakiusap sa inyo. Kung hindi pa kayo nag-subscribe sa aming YouTube, pati na rin po pag-like at pag-follow sa amin sa Facebook, please do that now. So we'll be back for our last segment. So nagbabalik pa rin po tayo sa One You Connect, and for our last segment before we close the show tonight and this afternoon for UK. Ito po ang inaabangan ninyo, related po ito sa pagtakbo sa politika kung kayo po ay Filipino, dual citizen, at kung gusto niyo ring tumakbo sa politika sa Pilipinas at kayo ay may dual citizenship. So go ahead.
Okay, I'll start off with my one. So as you know, in the country, you need someone to run the country. So under the local government, that it's there to administer our local needs, such as social care, school, housing, planning, waste collection, all of that. So we need someone to manage all of these things for us. And we have local government elections that normally take place at least every 4 years. So I'm not sure if Chad has got my slide there, but not all local government elections take place at the same time. Now, your local government will do one of the following: elect all the local councillors every 4 years, elect half the local councillors every 2 years, or elect 1/3 of the local councillors every year for 3 years and hold no elections in the 4th year. The local government councillors in England and Wales are elected using the first past the post system. You vote for one candidate in your local area, and the candidate with the most votes wins. In Scotland and Northern Ireland, councillors are elected using the single transferable vote system. You rank the candidates in an order of preference. So, like Mayor Cynthia Barker, what do you need to do? What requirements you need to meet? You must be at least 18 years old, she mentioned this earlier, and a British citizen, or eligible Commonwealth citizen. It means a person who either does not need leave to remain in the UK, for example, right of abode, or has indefinite leave to remain in the UK, for example, Canada is a Commonwealth country, or any citizen of an EU member state. For now, this could change soon because of Brexit. A Filipino with indefinite leave to remain is not eligible. Eligible. I have to remind myself of that word. A Filipino citizen and British citizen, therefore, dual, is eligible to run for office. So, kung British po kayo at kahit meron kayong Filipino nationality, pwede kayong mag-run for public office. So that's good news. Now, you must also have one of the 4 following qualifications. You are and will continue to be registered as a local government elector for the local authority area in which you wish to stand from the day of your nomination onwards. You have occupied as owner or tenant any land or premises in the local authority area during the whole of 12 months prior to the day of your nomination and the day of the election. Your main or only place of work during the 12 months prior to the day of your nomination and the day of the election has been in the local authority area, and have lived in the local authority area during the whole of the 12 months and the day of the election. So they are the qualifications you need to meet. Now, I know Cynthia mentioned this earlier, but a person cannot sit both as local councillor and an elected mayor for the same local authority. If they are already an elected councillor and are subsequently elected as mayor, their office as councillor will automatically become vacant. Now, member of the parliament, we hope that perhaps Mayor Barker or anyone wanting to become member of the parliament, please take note, especially the young generation, because we do need Filipinos representing us in this country. A person formally elected, a member of the parliament is a person formally elected by the voters to the UK on national level so that their interests and concerns are represented in the House of Commons. Now, to become an MP, you have to be over 18, a British citizen, a Commonwealth citizen, or Irish citizen. You have to be nominated by 10 parliamentary electors in the constituency they stand in. If they stand for a political party, they need authorization. Otherwise, you'll be as independent party. You have to give £500 deposit, which is required, and will be returned to the candidate if they get 5% of the vote. Now, guys, who do you think has or had dual nationality in our government? The
Boris.
top. Yes.
He was
So-
born in the US.
Exactly. So he is number one example, a person who had dual nationality because he was born in America, he's British and an American citizen. Now, he renounced his American citizenship not because of politics. He renounced it in 2016 due to tax reasons. He sold his house in London, and U.S. government said, "Well, you have to pay tax on that." And that's the reason why he renounced his citizenship. Not because he was running for the local office. It's just because for that personal reason. So if you have dual nationality or citizenship in the UK, as long as you're British, it doesn't matter if you have other citizenship, you can run for public office. So that's it.
But so Crystal, it's so different with the Philippines, no, Jean? Because kung matatandaan po natin, yung pagtakbo ni Grace po, Senator Grace po, bilang presidente was very controversial because of her dual citizenship.
So I can go to the next presentation.
Yep.
Because that is what I'm covering.
Mm-mm.
So ang question is, okay, nasabi na nga ni Mayor Barker at ni Crystal Diaz na as dual citizens in the UK, it does not matter, no? You can run for whichever position. So ang question actually is, how about in the Philippines? Chad, may slides ba tayo dyan? Chad? Okay, so while Chad is preparing, ayan. So, dual citizens, can they stand for office? Okay, next slide, please. So, in the UK, dual nationals can stand for any office. The only requirement is to stand is for them to be a British citizen. Kahit kayo ay Commonwealth citizen o Irish citizen, pwede pa rin kayong tumakbo. Okay? You can run for local government or general elections. Ang hindi lang pwede ay kung kayo ay European citizen. Although yung European citizen naman, pwede silang bumoto sa European Parliament. Okay, kaya lang mawawala na ang UK dyan, so parang baliwala na rin po yan. So, next slide. Chad. So, question, how about in the Philippines? So, nabanggit ni Rosie Grace po, no? So, we'll cover that. Kasi sa Pilipinas, pag kayo ay dual national, you cannot run for elective office. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, sa law ng Pilipinas, merong contradiction. Kasi, nung bigyan nila tayo ng dual citizenship, sabi nila, dual citizens are supposed to enjoy the full civil and political rights of Filipinos as guaranteed by the Constitution. Pero, sa totoo lang, pag kayo ay tatakbo for office, kailangan muna nyong i-renounce nyo yung yung foreign citizenship ninyo. So in this case, so yun nga, si Grace, no, she was, although she was born naturalized Filipino, natural born Filipino, dahil sa Pilipinas sa pinanganak, nag-acquire siya ng US citizenship, then, after a while, bumalik sa Pilipinas at nag-acquire naman ng Filipino citizenship again. Okay, so, but may mga questions kasi doon. So, balik tayo doon. So, teka muna. So dun sa, sorry, yung previous one please, Chad. So ang question nila dito is kung kayo, susunod please, next one. So if you're a dual national and you want to run for office, ay hindi yan, yung may isa pa. Anyway, sige, basahin ko na lang. So kung kayo ay tatakbo, kayo ay dual national, you have to make a personal and sworn renunciation of any and all foreign citizens before any public officer authorized to administer an oath. So kailangan po ay parang notary public siya. Hindi pwedeng basta sinabi niyo sa I don't know, British Embassy or US Embassy. Affidavit. Affidavit siya. Okay? So, then, sino yun? So, ang question ngayon, bakit ganun ang batas natin? Diba? Kasi overseas Filipinos are a major contributor to the Philippine economy. Ang pinapadala nating financial remittances estimated in 2019 ay US dollars 33.5 billion. Ang laking pera po niyan. So tayo nagsusupport sa kanila, pero hindi tayo pwedeng basta tumakbo ng position sa Pilipinas. Bakit ganon? Ang mga overseas Filipinos, they are professionals, they're competent in whatever they do. So why can they not assist in running the country? And then, actually sabi nga ni Greg Macabenta, isang very active US Filipino, sabi niya, shouldn't we have a say in the governance of a country that we are supporting with our hard work and long-distance devotion? So, ibig sabihin, bakit ganon ang treatment nila sa overseas Filipino? Binigyan na nga ng dual nationality at sabi may full civil and political rights. Pero kung gustong tumakbo, kahit local position lang siya, kahit president, kailangan munang itakwil niya ang, halimbawa tayo, British citizenship. At of course, kailangan may residence sa Pilipinas. And then so, numbers, yung susunod na slide, so Senator Grace po, just to go back, nagkaroon siya ng problema dahil nung tatakbo siya, lalo na pagka-presidente, yung COMELEC dinisqualify siya. Dahil sabi, hindi siya nga natural-born Filipino. Kasi si Duterte, President Duterte, sabi niya, adopted lang yan. Hindi siya natural-born. Pero sa kabutihang palad, ang Supreme Court ay nag-side kay Senator Grace Poe. May isa pa pong example, sa Australia naman, si Vice Mayor Teodora Sobejana Condon, ano po siya, so yung renounce niya yung Australian citizenship niya, ang alam ko sa Embassy ng Australia. Pero hindi po siya nagpunta sa notary public. So nanalo siya bilang mayor, pero dahil napatunayan na hindi siya nag-swear ng oath, ay natanggal po siya at pinalitan ng local councilor. So yan po. So just to summarize, pwede kayo sa UK tumakbo. Of course, sa ibang bansa, ganun din. US, I think, wag lang president yun, no? Kasi ano ba, si Arnold Schwarzenegger, naging governor yan, pero dual citizen siya. US at Austrian. Okay? Yung nga lang problema sa Pilipinas, although technically meron tayong civil and political rights, pag tayo ay tatakbo ng posisyon, medyo iba na ang usapan. Hindi po pwede itakwil muna ang inyong foreign citizenship. Rose.
Go ahead, Crystal.
So my question then, is it because of what they're questioning the commitment or the loyalty to the country? That's why they had to renounce their foreign nationality. Is that the reason why, do you think?
Well, I think that is part of the reason, no, that they're saying if you have a citizenship with another country, divided yung loyalty mo. And I think this is where the I don't know if you've heard the term cricket test. Yung cricket test, in-apply yan sa mga migrants dito sa UK. Na sabi, kung halimbawa magkakaroon ng halimbawa game lang ng cricket, no? Pag pumunta dito ang Pakistan Cricket Club, yung famous national team nila, lumaban sa English cricket team, sino ang papanigan mo? Yung ba mga taga rito na English cricket team o yung Pakistan cricket team? So ganun din yung principle. Pag nagkaroon ba ng war, alam ba, between Philippines and the UK, hopefully hindi mangyari, no? Tayo mga dual citizens, sino papanigan natin? Philippine government o UK government?
Jean, I think marami talagang tanong dun sa dual citizenship kasi it's not just in the realm of politics. Dahil meron tayong in-house beauty queen dito, it extends to that as well. Isn't it correct, Kiara? Kiara is a beauty queen. Pero Kiara, nagiging problema ba yan sa pageant sa Pilipinas na kapag sumali ka, kailangan ay Filipino citizen ka?
Usually, so you really have to be a Filipino citizen, and some beauty pageants, like Binibining Pilipinas, they even require you to have stayed in the Philippines for a certain period of time. So, if I'm not mistaken, Binibining Pilipinas requires you to have lived in the Philippines for at least 6 months. So before I left for the Philippines, way back when I was 18, I really made it a point to reacquire my Philippine citizenship. So I went there with just like my certificate, but I didn't have a passport back then. But that was enough for me to be able to join the national pageant of the Philippines. But now I gained the Philippine passport about 2 years ago. Yes, po.
But what about those representing in Miss Universe? Kasi maraming dual citizens din. Like for example, alam naman natin na half Filipino, half German, half Filipino, and half British. So ano yan, Kiara? Dual din ba yan? Pwede ba dyan? O kailangan i-renounce mo din? Like when you will run for public office?
No naman po. They're very open for dual citizens. I think most of the beauty queens that we send to the likes of Miss Universe are dual citizens. So we had Thea Worksback, Rachel Peters, usually mga dual citizens sila.
I see.
So
hindi ganun kahigpit.
Actually, isang
Same as
area.
Fiona Gray, right? She's dual. She's like half Australian.
Dual as well, yeah.
Actually, one area where this is becoming clear is the civil service in the Philippines. So before the new administration, dual nationals could actually work in Philippine government. But now they said, no, you cannot work in Philippine government if you have a foreign citizenship. So again, to go back to Crystal's question, I think it's a question of trusting the dual national in terms of their loyalty, which I think for me is crazy because, we all love our country. We'll do what we can for the country. So why have these suspicious minds about us? We're not the enemy.
It's
I agree.
different. It's definitely different here in the UK because it doesn't matter here. As long as you're doing your job, you are a British citizen. It doesn't matter. But just look at our Prime Minister. He was born in another country. He had two nationalities. The only reason he renounced it is because for personal reason. So, but he's running the country. So it's a big difference. It's a big difference.
So I think that is something that some people might want to campaign for, because
Yes,
I
to
think
change the system there.
it's definitely a development that we overseas Filipinos should work towards. To have full representation wag lang words kasi saying like calling us the bayani of the country, pero it's empty kasi yung ganong salita. So hopefully may mag-start na ganyang campaign. Rose.
On that note, mahaba na po yung diskusyon natin. Again, I don't know kung kailan mangyayari na we stick with 1 hour. Ang haba ng ating diskusyon, ng ating pagpapalitan ng kuro-kuro at itong paliwanag natin because we want to service our kababayan. So mga tanong po ninyo, gusto namin po masagot lahat para naman po sulit yung pagsubaybay ninyo sa amin. So kung mayroon pa rin po kayong mga tanong, please don't forget to inbox us. At kung marami po yan related on one topic, we will make sure na yan po yung tatalakayin namin. Lalong-lalo na po yung may kinalaman sa immigration dahil may mga expert po tayo na kasama natin, Immigration Consultant Jean Alcantara and Solicitor Crystal Diaz. Sila po ang makakasagot ng mga tanong po ninyo. I think ito po, napakaganda ng diskusyon natin ngayong gabi. We had a very good guest at nakaka-inspire yung kanyang kwento. Shout out sa ating mga taga-suporta na every week po ay nakikinig sa atin at sumusubaybay, nagpapadala ng inyong mga tanong at sumusuporta sa programang ito. We're very proud na interview natin si Mayor Cynthia Barker when she was deputy mayor and she allowed us to have a peek into her daily life at that time when she was deputy mayor. Gusto ko lang, Jean, Crystal, Kiara, na magkaroon ng pagkakataon para i-announce. Alam naman po natin na ang prangkisa ng ABS-CBN ay hindi po naibigay sa botong 70-11. So marami pong nagtatanong, kumusta naman ang The Filipino Channel? Patuloy po na mapapanood ang The Filipino Channel. Patuloy po kaming magsiservisyo sa inyo. So, manood pa rin po kayo, hindi po mawawala ang The Filipino Channel. Chad, can you please play that message na gusto po nating i-share sa ating mga kababayan kasi marami po ang nagtatanong ano ang mangyayari sa TFC.
Laging handa at bukas para maglingkod kapamilya. Karamay ninyo sa oras ng pangangailangan saan man kayo naroroon. Kasama sa pagbabahagi ng mga kwento ng bawat Pilipino, naghahatid ng mga makabuluhang balita at impormasyon.
Patuloy po kami maglilingkod, mga kapamilya.
Ipinagmamalaki ang galing at kultura ng mga Pilipino. Itinataguyod ang mga dekalibreng programa at pagtatanghal na gawang Pilipino. At nagsisilbing tulay sa inyong mga pamilya sa Pilipinas. Ang TFC ay lagi ninyong kasama at mananatiling naglilingkod sa inyo. In the service of the Filipino worldwide.
Mapapanood ninyo sa social media ang mga programa ng ABS-CBN. Ako po ay bahagi ng news department, integrated news and current affairs ng ABS-CBN at si Kiara rin ay bahagi ng The Filipino Channel. So yan lang po yung gusto naming i-anunsyo matapos po itong botohan nitong nakaraang Biyernes. So mga kababayan, magkikita-kita pa rin po tayo next week sa 1U Konek.
Okay, magandang gabi po, magandang araw at magandang umaga uli. Hanggang sa muli po.
Salamat po ulit to all the viewers. Until next time, take care everyone.
Once again, thank you for tuning in to 1Q Connect. We hope we've answered your questions and we hope you've had fun and an interesting discussion with us. And sa uulitin po, maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat mga kababayan. Patuloy po ninyo kaming suportahan. Ako po si Rose Eclarinal.